Good afternoon. This is John Roberts with IMC TV. We're here today with John King Roberts from Randolph, Massachusetts, who recently got his private pilot license after taking his first flight about 30 years ago. Thought you might like this. John, congratulations. Thank you, John. That's an interesting story because I actually started flying out of Norwood, Massachusetts, Oscar Whiskey Delta, about 30 years ago in a Piper Cherokee 140. I took about 25 hours of training, ran out of money, got into my life, and said someday I'd come back to it. And then about 2 years ago, I got a job at a flight school in Norwood, Massachusetts, and began flying in gauges in a Cessna 172. And my flight instructor, Ken Dustin, soloed me in a Cessna 172 on October 6th of last year. John, did you learn on gauges or glass? Yeah, like I said, I learned on gauges. Of course, 30 years ago, everything was gauges. And when I came back to Norwood, Massachusetts, I soloed in gauges. And then after I soloed, I wanted to transition over to the G1000 and experience a glass cockpit. And I actually took my check ride in the glass. And I loved it. But I also love the gauges as well. And what was it like to solo? What was that day like? Boy, that was one of the best days of my life. I'll never forget it. It was October 6th. It was around 4 in the afternoon at Norwood Airport, runway 35. I was in a right-hand pattern. I did 3 takeoffs and landings. The tail number was 172 Sierra Juliet. I thought that was kind of cool. I was in a 172, and the sun was going down, and winds were calm. It was the most amazing experience of my life. I'll never forget it. John, how did you prepare for your check ride after you soloed? Once I soloed, that's a huge confidence builder, and then I decided to transition over to the glass. And it was a lot of work at first. It's a lot different. And then I began my cross countries, of course, and got some solo time in the practice area, and really worked hard and studied a lot. I used the Cessna online program as well as the Jeppesen manual, so I kind of had both points of view, which I think helped me a lot. And it was a lot of hard work, but it was very, very worth it. John, where did you actually take your check ride? What airport was that? Actually, I took my check ride in Mansfield, Massachusetts, 1 Bravo 9er. I wanted to experience an uncontrolled environment because most of my flying was in Norwood under a control tower, and that's a Delta airspace. And I wanted to see what it's like to go into uncontrolled fields because I know that's a lot of part of flying. So I actually decided to take my check ride in an uncontrolled field at Mansfield, Massachusetts. And John, what was it like to take your check ride? I'll never forget my check ride. It seems like it was just yesterday. Wow, John, that was an interesting day. Naturally, you're nervous. You're excited and you're nervous. But I was well prepared, and my instructor we went over every possible thing that could go wrong or not go wrong, and I really studied for this. I got a 93 on my written. I'm very proud of that. So I really did do my homework, and it really paid off. Once I got in the plane and settled in, my training took over. John, will you go on to get your instrument rating? How do you feel about that? Absolutely, John. Right now, I do just want to fly and build up my confidence, but I definitely want to go on for my instrument training. I think anyone that flies should, because this is a world of weather, and eventually you're going to run into it. And I think from a safety standpoint, and just for the knowledge of aviation, weather it plays so much a part of it that I'm surprised it's not mandatory. I hope someday it will be, because I think it would save a lot of people a lot of difficulty. John, what advice would you give new students? In my limited experience, what I would say is it would be a great idea to learn to fly at a controlled field as well as an uncontrolled field, so you really know the difference. And the same with the type of aircraft. I really recommend that you learn to fly on gauges and also make yourself familiar with the G1000, because that is what's coming. But there are still so many planes with gauges that I think it'd be really good to learn both, and you'd really see both points of view. John, thank you for your time today. We're all very proud of you here at IMC TV, and congratulations. John, thank you very much. This is a real pleasure for me. This is such a big thing in my life, I can't tell you. Thank you. This is John Roberts with IMC TV, here today with John King Roberts, and we want to thank you for watching IMC TV. Stay tuned and be watching us soon. Thank you.